This is the Pirate Hunter, and this video is being made in response to some comments I've got and about why I have quit making videos. I wish to apologize to everybody for deleting the videos without getting this posted as soon as I did, so you would possibly understand why. I have chosen not to make any more videos at this time. Now, will I in the future? I don't know. I have also if you are watching this, Nigel, I apologize. I must withdraw from the North Africa group build. Russ Goslin, I must apologize. As it stands now, I must withdraw from your D-Day group build. Grim Jim, I must withdraw from your M113 build. And on ISM, I have also deleted all the content off of my M65 atomic cannon build. Why I have done it is a matter of personal reasons. I won't go into any detail. As my mother used to say, no sense airing your dirty laundry in public. A little bit about what you're looking at right now. That plaque is one that I had made a bunch of years ago. The lady who engraved it for me has passed away from cancer since that time. I was going to have her make me another one. What it is, on the upper left-hand corner is my original set of my combat aircrew wings I earned in April of 1969, flying as a door gunner and then later as a crew chief on UH-34D helicopters in the squadron right below it, M113. On the upper right corner is the rank I finally obtained, and it was amazing that I made it, and it was amazing that I kept it based on my personality in this, of sergeant in the squadron right below that, HMM-364, where I flew my second 580 combat, earned my second 580 combat mission credits for a total of 1,080 combat mission credits. The dates at the bottom is 369 to 1070. Now I know some people watching this will say, you weren't there when the war really was going on in 1968. Well, people died before 1968 and they died after 1968, so take it with a grain of salt. The challenge coin on the left shows a UH-34D, which is the type I first flew in, and the one on the right is from HMM-364, the Purple Foxes from Keehaw. The first squadron I flew in, I'm sorry, let me go back here a little bit. HMM-362's call sign was Ugly Angels. 364's call sign was the Purple Foxes from Keehaw. This squadron was originally started with CH-46As, then it went to Ds, then we got some that were called Super Ds that were all modified. I flew with that squadron from August of 69 to October of 70 when I returned back to the United States the second time. So I have been there on combat and Vietnam. I do know a little bit about it. Now, sitting to the left side of that is a 50 caliber shell casing. Now, that shell casing almost cost me my life. So I will tell you a little bit of a story. I'm going to waffle, let's put it that way, about where that shell casing come from. We were flying what was called recon, insert, and extract. We went out with the gunships and they prepped the LZ out near a place called High Van Pass. Actually, it was up closer to an area we called the French R&R Center, which had been a French R&R Center when they were there up through 1954. We went in there, they prepped the zone, we received no return fire, went in, dropped our team, come out of the zone, we took no fire coming out of the zone. We had got a clearance in a whispering voice from the recon team that they were in and secure, and then all hell broke loose. We had dropped them right in the middle of an NVA base camp. And the NVA had held until we got them in there and did not return fire. So we had to go back in. Now, when you go into a zone, unless you know specifically where your team is or the American grunts on the ground are, you can't shoot. You can, but you might shoot them. So we went in there, we sat down and went over the top of the team, so as soon as we did, once I went past them I could fire. I was flying on the right gun on a CH-46. I hit those butterflies, and when I did, I got one round off. This one that's sitting here. I run the cocking lever on it, nothing. I run the cocking lever again, nothing. Flip the feed cover open. Now you must remember, while I'm going to do all this, these Orientals are shooting at me with AK-47s, SKS carbines, and anything else, including M16s that they have got from wherever they've got them. So I flipped the feed cover open and looked, and there stuck that case in that chamber. I tried everything in the world to get that out. Screwdrivers, my combat knife, everything. I could not get it out. In between trying, while we were trying to get the team on board, I had a rusty trusty 6-shot Smith & Wesson 38. So I would try, then I would stick the 38 out the window of the aircraft, shoot at whatever I thought was out there, go back, try and reload the 38, shoot. Now this is going on quite rapidly. What had happened, to make a long story short, we got the team out of there, got them on board, and got out of there. And the first question I got asked was, why weren't you shooting? What happens at times is you will get gunners that will freeze on a gun and will not return fire. That wasn't me. So if you look at the bottom of this shell casing, the two holes in this, I don't know if you can see them well, yeah. The holes in this, I put that on a string, and I wore that. And I've kept that ever since to remind me how things can go rapidly downhill. As I used to tell my students, you must be able to adapt to a rapidly deteriorating situation. And if you look at the bottom of this, you can see where each round I tried to chamber jammed into that fired primer. Now what happened on it is, you see it, this case stuck in the chamber. So when it fired the first time, it wouldn't come out. It had pulled them sides off of the rim. And if you look at the date on that, it says 1942. The modern Marines or soldiers, whichever it is, that are using 50 calibers can thank us, because we burned up an awful lot of old World War II and Korean War ammunition. So there's a little bit of waffling, a little bit about the Pirate Hunter, and some about my life. Now, will I ever post any videos that are recorded about builds or anything else? Probably not. If I do, it will be just a really short one sometime in the future. Thanks again to everybody who has watched my videos, commented on it, liked it, and again, I would like to tell everybody who sees this to go to ISM's website. It is a very good website. There's a lot of very good tutorials on there. There's a lot of good information on there. There's some very good people on there. Also, to all the people on YouTube that are modelers, there's some very good modelers out there too. Their skill levels are very high, and they are very good, and they are very knowledgeable in what they do. And every one of them that I talked to was very helpful to me on doing things like I did. So as always, this is the Pirate Hunter and Sarah Kitty in the background, saying, as the great, not late, he's still alive, the great Jerry Springer says, take care of yourself and each other.